Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm audible. Hey, this guy didn't enter me. Wow, that was cruel. Wow, not in. Okay. Unfortunately, I start the stream while I'm on a trade. Yeah, I'm looking for longs. This can go dismally wrong. It can go very well, but seems like I'm catching a falling knife here. Yeah. Oh, what's happening? I didn't even see the news. I was looking for a counter trade here. Oh, that was a falling knife, man. I don't think it will hold either way. You started stream and it's already Ziakala. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. I'm out. That was a quick trade. I'm out overall. I was hoping I'll get this this continuation, yeah, and then to look for shorts, but it seems like that didn't work out. I don't even know what's happening in the news currently. So we have already taken this low. I was looking for continuation. Overall, there's something that you can look for. But that's why I wanted to get something higher before lower, but didn't go according to plan. Right now, I have no trade right now. I'll be sitting out. I'm gonna be blunt. I don't have any trade. I'm gonna be sitting out here. Let me see. Maybe a move. What I will hate is to take out this low. Maybe a move higher and then something like that can make sense. But me knowing the PM session is not gonna give me that. It's not gonna give me that. So I guess it's to watch and see. While waiting for any movement to happen, let's discuss swing trading. Okay. Oh, I'm tired today. I'm long GPP AUD. The first reaction on the support was good. It moved higher. I was hoping that will take out this resistant area and close above and look for continuation. However, it didn't do that. It just faded back. I'm also long. Oh shucks. I'm also long GPP AUD. So far, it looks okay. The question is, can we still get more momentum to the upside? That's what I'm watching. Can we still get more momentum to the upside? Take out that low, take out that high. If it does, then it will be a decent trade. So I'm just holding this two trade. Unfortunately, uh, at the beginning of yesterday, I've taken a loss on US oil and Bitcoin. I tried to trade Bitcoin for the first time in a while, and that didn't go. I tried to long to short Bitcoin. No, I mean to short oil on this resistant area, and then it pushed to the upside. And also Bitcoin as well. Look at this. Look at this about Bitcoin. It's the bull market back. I wish to see what the crypto people are saying now. For sure, they believe the crypto is back. The bull market is back, baby. But really, it seems to be a very strong bull. I thought we're gonna reject on that resistance and get a lower price to this low, but there is nothing at all. Um, then that's it. So yeah, but I've been closely watching USD CAD. Yeah, I've been watching this trade for a while, hey. I've been missing this USD CAD shorts for a while now, but I'm still gonna attempt because when you look at it from the technical point of view, this thing has been just this thing has been just bearish. This thing has been just bearish. Let me look at using the 50 MA down. And currently we can still push back up to look for shorts. I am just gonna confirm if we are still bearish on the top setup on the edge finder because that's what I use. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow. So currently I'm gonna look for shorts as we retest 1.38707. I'm gonna attempt shorts on USD CAD. The first one I missed it, just left, didn't retest this high as I expected. It moved lower for better risk to reward for me. That's a move that I would have loved. Also, same thing happened here. So here it's just me, I guess, now readjusting my plan. So for my plan now, I am looking at that low. So I'm really gonna attempt this one here. The network is a bit slow though. Retest on the 75% retracement. I'm gonna attempt shorts. I'm not gonna add a limit yet. I'm just gonna be sitting out and watching what's gonna happen there. And something very important to note, to note and is very important is all these setups. I'm seeing it from my top setup on the edge finder. I think this trade is still valid. I missed this trade and it hurts because this missed me by a few points. Look at that. I set my buy limits, it just missed me by a few points and pushed higher. So I'm not going to remove this limit. I'm just going to readjust my take profit and leave it. And let me just observe what's happening also. because we see all this positioning plan on the top, on the H finder top setup. Uh,
In the depth of
so here, GJ, GU, silver, gold, GBP, NZD. So AUD, USD, I'm gonna remove my limit. I don't like it anymore. Let's look at why. I think it's not looking as good as I thought. Let me look at the Forex scorecard. I think AUD is losing a bit of strength currently. Technicals are bullish. Institutional positioning is bearish. For AUD COT data, I need to look at the current COD data, but it's bearish. Sentiment's bullish. Overall, it's giving us a +4. PMI and focus. So basically, economic growth and compare. So basically, it's bullish for Australia. It seems like there is still possibility of economic growth in Australia. However, inflation, it's a problem. It might be cooling in Australia. We check that now. Additional positioning has changed. So that is why looking at this and on the top setup, it has moved to the bottom, close to being neutral. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna remove my limit. I am gonna remove my limit. This is still a valid trade. If I start to see it being bullish again, I am definitely gonna jump on it. I'm definitely gonna attempt it. But I'm gonna attempt it from the side and be watching closely what's gonna happen. But I do still love this trade. I just have to be patient, I guess. I still do believe in this trade. I will be putting it in my watch list and continue watching because a lot can happen, yeah. Um, we can discuss it, but overall, it has changed. So that is why I am. It has lost. Look, it was at some point it was +7, but now it's a +4. It's a +4. Technicals they do make sense, but if it's a +4 like it is now, to me, I mark this as neutral. I don't like it. And you can look at AUD CAD. It's bearish. Let's look at AUD CAD perhaps. In the near term, we can look to be a bear on. Uh, wow. Very updated trade. Look at that. Interesting. I hope it's gonna come back, yeah? Not gonna say much about it. I'm looking at AUD CAD, and I'm still gonna come back and watch what's happening with Australia, the latest numbers. But before we go a long way and discuss again, let me go back. I think right now I'm gonna add. There's two places where I can add my limit on a day trading side. Let me quickly do this. I'm gonna wait for a push here and come back lower. Makes things fair. Yeah, I like it. What was I thinking? Oh, I wanted to move back to that high. Okay. I like what I'm talking about. I want to see if it can get back to that low here and we can still look for continuation on the day trading side. So I'll be watching. I'm gonna add my alarm here. Then let's continue discussing what we're discussing. We need to look at what's happening with Australian. No, I don't want to trade this. Sorry, I don't want to trade this. I don't want to trade this. This? I don't want to trade this barcode on Australian dollar. I'm gonna remove this. I rather watch what's happening uh with the Australian dollar here. Let's see what's happening. Look at the Australian economic heat map. Today, unemployment rate, the forecast for Australia was 4.6, and we got a 4.5%. That's quite bearish. So I see where the bearish sentiment came from today, and why we lost a bit of volume into the upside for for Australia. Yes, inflation is still a bit sticky, but seems to be a bit cooling as well when you look at CPI and PPI. Unemployment rate is the one that came out slightly higher recently, and then that's why maybe we see such a move to say unemployment rate is increasing, and you get inflation that is cooling, and inflation has been high for a while in Australia. So the Reserve Bank in Australia might say, if unemployment rate continue moving to the upside or continue escalating, we might have to start easing. Might have to start easing. So that's one of those things that maybe the the Australian Reserve Bank is looking at. Maybe that is why the market reaction was to sell off in Australia. But currently, I am not gonna want to trade this unless we start to see a pull close below, and then I can start to look for shots. But trading in that barcoding area, um, trading in this barcoding area, I don't want. I love to say break below and a retest like that. That would be nice, and that I'll be appreciated. Uh, and then and then we said we wanted long on GJ. Let's look at GJ. Oh, GJ is gone, man. GJ is gone. It held that support. I just didn't like the support. I think that's when I'm gonna start to look for longs. For me, I'm gonna look for a retracement back to around 215.301 to look for longs. The British pound is still quite strong, and let's look at why it's a bit strong compared to the other currencies. Let's discuss the British pound. Look at the latest numbers, right? You had unemployment rate, which also forecast was 4.8. We got a 4.9. Inflation is at 2.9. Remember the central bank, I think its inflation target is 2%. PPI came down slightly from 3.2. So this, when you look at these two numbers, they are a bit lower than expected. But manufacturing PMI came out slightly lower. So overall, we start to see being bearish. However, comparing it to the US currency in this case, because I'll want to trade, comparing it to the US one, the latest labor market, the latest inflation, it's really bearish. That is why we see a 20% currency meter rate, 27% currency meter reading on British pound because of that. And also we're watching the currency pairs up, the currency pair GJ. The BOJ, it's been bearish for the longest time. GTB growth forecast was 4.5 and came out at 0.3%. That's that's a miss of a minus 0.2%. Seems that growth is slowing down in Japan. Looking at the GDP quarterly growth, the latest one also CPI, which is inflation. PPI focus on 7.4, came out 7.2. It correlates with that there is a slightly slowing down in the near term in the Japanese economy, and we see these numbers. That is why it's quite a bear. While on the other side, one of the propellers of the move that we've seen in the Canadian dollar, we'll discuss that, and then we move to the chart. In a Canadian dollar was inflation is increasing. Here is the thing. Um, most of the Reserve Bank inflation is increasing, but the Canadian it's most of the central banks inflation is decreasing. Canada inflation seems to be increasing. Previously, we were 2.8, the focus 2.9. We jumped by 2.2 to 3%, but a zero point 0.1 bit into inflation expected. That's quite high. Also, PPI, same thing year over year. Our forecast was 12%. We got a 12.4%. That's another bit in inflation. So that is why we see that I'm bearish for the US dollar, but quite bullish for the Canadian dollar. And that made me to say, can I short? That made me to ask myself, can I short USD CAD? And it missed me there. It came back to just so for those that trade fair value gaps, that could have been your move there. It's a clean trade. My worry was if you go in there, where would be the stop loss? Stop loss will be above there and look for this lows. For me, didn't make sense. I was looking for a deeper retracement to this current resistant area to look for short. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in the USD CAD. And then I'm also Swiss franc. I was looking for Swiss franc shorts for a while as well. So there's quite a few pairs that I could really literally try shorting. This one I will try shorting unless it comes back all the way that high, maybe, and look for shorts. But I wouldn't dare try to short that. EuroCAD also seems to be a very strong retracement lower, but we don't see the move that we want to see. So I'm gonna stay out on it. I'm gonna stay out on it. On the top setup again, something that we see as bullish is your favorite gold and silver. And in this case, I am still gonna look to long gold here. Yes, it held. Oh, look at that! How it held that support. That's quite a strong support here. Came about, been rotating here. I'm gonna remove that. Let me see something. Mm. Okay, perfect. As for gold, I am gonna look for shorts now. Because you know what, as easing is as central bank start to ease, being less restrictive across the globe, we're gonna start to see gold moving higher. So therefore, possibility of me longing gold here are high. And hold, remember, gold I don't have an overall target for gold. So this will be my possibility. I'm gonna be closely watching this. And then silver on the other side, I think it's similar to gold. this trade failed here. Could have went long here. Unfortunately, didn't meet the criteria of how I wanted to go long. Missed me by a few points here. Remove that. The question still stands. Can I get a move from here and to look for higher prices? I am still a possibility of. So basically, I'm bullish for commodities in a nutshell. I'm bullish for commodities. So this is what I'm looking for. Right. Let me see what's happening on the day trading side because I don't see. Oh, it's flat. Literally flat. Okay. What else can we speak about here while I'm here? What happened in the news today? Oh, come on, man. I'm literally have a lot of possibilities of looking for getting a trade, but it's all going without me. I'm not a fan of British pound against the Swiss franc. I'm not a fan of this trade, but look at this hold here. Consolidated, broke above, came back. That would be a good trade, but I'm not a fan of it. USD JPY came back to this support, yes, pushing back up to IK. I don't think I want to long the dollar currently, even if it's against the weakest currency, Japanese yen. I don't think I want to be short on it. Um, for good reasons that gold currently it's not my favorite. Yes, here pair-to-pair comparison, gold is bullish. A cool long. Um, let me see something. Oh, this one missed, just left as well. Okay. I'm not gonna remove this limit there. I think I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Just wanna see as it retrace lower, what's gonna happen. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I need to delete this one. 75% retracement. I'm gonna attempt to long GU. I mean Euro USD on that long, and then GU has been moving. It just been moving slowly, but very good move to the upside. Like that, very good move to the upside. But for me, like I wanted to get it on a daily time frame. Hey, I'm looking for it to move back to the daily time frame. To be honest, to look for the support on this daily time frame and look for longs. Until then, I guess I'm gonna sit on my hand. Um, I've never traded CHF JPY. In I'm just gonna watch. Not necessarily that I'll trade. Those are the currencies that I don't normally trade. Look at that, pushing back up again. So the market has been clear though. On this recovery, market has been clear, 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 clear. Look at this recovery, steady but recovery after the interventions. I think those are the ones that I have. Nasdaq starting to be bearish, but look, I'm not even gonna attempt to short Nasdaq. So on the, to be honest, on an overall currency side, that's what I'm holding. And moving into stocks that I have. Not my favorite time for stocks, but let's go to them. I'm quite positioned here. For stocks, I'm long Apple. Apple is so frustrating, man. It doesn't want to really get a continuation. I would have loved to re-enter another position. Wait for that retest, push back. Currently, I'm even attempted to de-risk here. Ha. On here, I think I'm gonna de-risk this to this low. I only want it to go all the way down, to be honest. I want it to hold. So basically for Bitcoin, let me see, look at the moving averages before I conclude. Yeah, below that. So I want it to hold. I want it to hold the 100 MA, and currently we are trading above the 250 MA. If it holds the 50 MA and continue, or come back, retest the 100 MA and look for continuation. So my near term target for April is $350 per share. That's my near term target for April. So anyway, I'm long April. I'm long Broadcom, which I don't like. I'm taking a bit of heat recently. I had two positions. I decided to cut one off. As it retraced low, I decided to cut one that was here because I wanted it to hold above. Look for it to come back to the $500 per share. However, it didn't do that. Came back. I closed one, and if it closed below there, I'm gonna take another loss on Broadcom. Not a good move, but it is what it is. Okay, okay. I'm positioned on Oki, stop loss below $92 per share, and I entered around $97 per share. So we are down about $3 per share. Um, I believed there is still good momentum to the upside for Onek Inc. And there is good volume for it. So I'm just gonna watch what's gonna happen within the next few days. If it fails and come Dr. Rodney Lovo. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's him. Anyway, uh that's my friend I went to high school with. Anyway, where was I? Oh, 90 below $93 per share. I'm gonna take my losses. If it continue, I'm gonna be happy with that. So currently the only positions that look decently enough for me, it was it's Oventive Inc. Incorporation, and it's currently trading at $67 per share. I went in on $64.94 per share, and I just believe it still hasn't moved back to all this move until $75 per share. There is that possibility with my Apple target at $350 per share. So there is still a good move to the upside for stocks. So currently, yes, I'm in profit, but um okay, and Broadcom, they don't look good. So those are the current stocks that I have. Currently, those are the current stock that I have. And then here is Nasdaq, but I bought shares on QQQ. The first entry was $664. For QQ, the second one was it's $718 per share, and it's still retracing lower. So if I bought there, I might even say come back here. I'm gonna mark this level like this. Come back here. I might even decide to say let me buy here. And the last one in the indices side, I'm long. I went long on my other portfolio. I went long SA top 40 index. My long entry was on support as breaks out of 101.821. We got about an 8% move from the point. We got an 8% move, and now it's tracing back. I was looking to add at 104.459. We didn't get that, but seems to be jumping back to the upside. So practically, that's what I'm having for stocks as well and indices. And for now, that's the only thing that I have. Then we can go back fully to the day trading, and you guys tell me what you think. It seems to be flat. Nothing's happening. I'll do this. Doo-doo. Remember, I tried to long this, hoping that we can get to this high, but it failed. And now I'm not even gonna attempt a long. I'm gonna be a bear fully today. Again, my overall target was being bearish. I have my limits. I mean, sorry, I have my alarm on 29.200. If it gets back to that high, perhaps I will consider shorting. But it is what it is. Seems to be nothing clear for today. Seems to be nothing clear. Hold on for me. We'll go retrace back again, but I just don't wanna catch a falling knife today. Not in the mood. 15 minutes, close below, take that out. We can look to go up, to be honest. Can look for longs, but I've paid my bills for today and I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna attempt to long this again. I will be bearish for the rest of the session. So let's watch and see. Said I'll call the stream early today. Seems like nothing is aligning, so I might even call it a day here. Might even call it a day here. So if you're on the live, leave a comment and tell me what you think. And weirdly, I've not checked even the comments this side. I'm so bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just waiting game, and I hate waiting on the live sometimes. When I'm done, well, I can go rest. I have another meeting in a few, so let me rather call it a day. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be waiting, and this is the trade that I'll be watching for. Retest back up and push back up. I'm gonna look for shots, but if that doesn't happen, I'm sitting it out. So truly appreciate all of you. I hope you all like and subscribe and tell me what you think about the stream and where to improve if you have to. And tell me what are you looking for long term? Any stocks that you are watching? Any ETF? Myself, I position myself for QQQ. Let's see how that goes. But other than that, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Um, as you are watching, please do not forget to like and subscribe. I am here every day. Tomorrow it's a Friday. We could trade the Friday end of the week session. And you always know I always trade the PM session with no mistake unless I am working. Other than that, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.